September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a... What was the voice for this guy? I received a call from the... No, that's not right. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is to get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Huh? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. How do you know him? Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. We're on trial. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defendant is ready. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of this event are already quite clear to the court, today we will be here the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why did the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? I liked you before, old guy, but you're being blackmailed as well. The hell you been doing? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Screw it! Let's do it! Objection! Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Damn, that dude's sparkly. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corps. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fay? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why, I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your testimony. If I can't make this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Damn, this dude's sparkly. Let him have it, Phoenix. Witness testimony, witness's account. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quietly Rucifier that's reading to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. I hate this guy's talking. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yeah, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Right, let's call him out on every single thing. Let's see, it was about 9. Hold it right there! Was it 9 o'clock exactly? What if it was 8:59? How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know? No. You're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at that time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not see me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? I was quietly perusing others, reading to you some papers by the window. What papers? Tell us, exactly. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Co. law offices? Correct. That is the only window, you see. And there you were reading papers. Correct. The Gatewaters of Businessman's Hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard Bedlam coming from outside. Across the street? Bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised I turned to look at the building across the way. Weren't you already looking out there? So you're reading your papers until you heard that sound? But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of a window at night. No snoop, yeah right. You've made a career of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Spiky-haired? That's all he had to say. At least he said that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Sparkly is what it is. Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. It's 2020. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. Hold on. Can we corroborate this? What was Miss May doing at that time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Ho ho! I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Stop sparkling, you twilight master. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Hold it right there. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. I am absolutely perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear it? Psst, Phoenix. There's something about that strike you was a little odd. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. What the hell's an impaction? Impaction, don't you just mean impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I'd better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I'd better find a weakness in there. Let's see. There's something off about this bit. Let's go back to that bit. Alright. Present. Victim dodged and attacked, then ran to the right bit. She was caught and struck the back and ran to the left. BAM! May's testimony. Wait right there. Mr. Wright, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho! It is simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans that I'm slapping right here in my hand. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Don't look so good now, do you? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. Because he was looking at her run and she ran left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel room, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Right here. Take that! Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem far-fetched. Ho ho ho! You provided us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Witness testimony. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. She died from one impact to the head. She may have lived a bit longer, but that was it. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Well, that's wrong. That does seem to make sense. Shut up, Judge. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. She ran to the left. Smith's testimony was correct. Out of your mind. Hold it! What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans are always impatient. It does not become you. Hey buddy, you're an American too. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. I never assaulted her! What do you mean first? First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? Please sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. You didn't see nothing. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright. There's no point hiding things from this court. I'm not hiding anything. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of us chance, she ran to the right. Hold it right there. I'm going to interrupt you again just because you told me not to. What do you mean, next? Next is what comes after first. I know that. Now that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. Stop sparkling as well. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing, right? Nothing? May I continue? That is what Miss May saw. That is not what she saw. So each of you saw different parts? Abso-positively. That's right, of course. Where did you pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit her twice. I did not. So were you watching both times? I suppose I was. And please excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we've got him right where you want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. It's that last thing. You hit her twice. Died from a blow by a blunt object. He may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. I think this is what we gotta show, right? Objection! Objection! Mr. Wright, the victim died from a single blow. Huh? What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. Wright, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Good, I actually learned about that. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to rethink a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away! Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Witness testimony, 2 accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Time for some cross-examination. The 2 accounts. What thing? What fall? You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, the glass slide stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, does it something about that strike you as odd? Yes, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White, huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Hold on a second. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why, me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honor, please I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeridge is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. I'ma badger you more. Miss Mia? Mr. Wright, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple, no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you harrying the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. Now, before you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran to the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. Haha, we got him there. Mr. Wright, please try to remain calm. Mr. Wright here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Miles? Then you didn't him with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier testimony. Ho. Yes, well, I am a man of peace, you see. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him or something. But it won't be easy. The light stand. Objection! Mr. Wright, it was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it that you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct! That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. Wright, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct. That is so. It is conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. I think it is impeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen that stand. What? Why couldn't you? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Because if you look here, the stand is on the left. Right in the corner. You wouldn't have been able to see it. Present the floor plans. Take it! Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window of at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculosity! Mr. Wright, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, You could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shard as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Mr. White? Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. Aye. Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Damn, they just brought him back. If he placed the wiretap, then he'd know about the inside of the office. He'd been in there before. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. Wright, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Stop calling me Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Stop sparkling, you Twilight man. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Witness testimony, the wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fed Code law offices. Of course, I had done so to replace the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. That's it? So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify how it had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Yeah, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. I'm just gonna have to call him out on every little bit. It was the beginning of September. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh? Right. I entered the Fay & Co. offices. Hold it! Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I made it a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. What have I got? I've got nothing. What the hell am I supposed to bluff? At the beginning of the September, the week before the murder. No one would believe I was a defense attorney, died from a blow, must have... Let me check the phone call. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. September 5th, 9:27 AM. It was beginning of September, the week before the murder. A week before the murder happened on the 5th. Oh shit. Was it really you, ended? Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. She's a medium from the grave. Beyond the grave. Mia? Did I just faint? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? All right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Gah! Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Was I hallucinating that entire thing? Huh? You're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right, I am Maya, but I am also Mia. Yeah, I can see you both merged into each other. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah. That one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. What? That's the day before. You bought it the day before the murder, and he said it was a week before. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt for a glass light stand. The date of purchase is the day before the murder. September 9th, 1:16 PM. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather. Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Hold it right there! Do you have proof? Miss April may knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I have to show him the evidence Mia gave me. Receipt. Present. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay and Cole law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This is going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. After Mia showed up to help me and all. Stop sparkling, you madman! Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course, thank you for your time. Good. The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? List of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court.
Take that!
Take it! The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. That's Detective Conan, not Ace Attorney. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Wait, where's the guy? Did he run away? That is all. The court is adjourned. What about the guy? Should he be guilty? September 9th, 2:24 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But congratulations, you're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live, you're dead. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. Well, no, there's still so much to say. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9. The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! September 9. 9:02 PM, Faye and Cole Law offices. Not another murder. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came, Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? What? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Cole law officers. Oh, it's Wright and Law, cool. And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it weren't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. So I guess the chief will be sticking around a bit to help us in any cases we might come across. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint down the street. I guess that Red White actually he was guilty and he went to prison then, right? Yeah. Come on, because he did confess. Time's a wasted. Everything worked out except for the boss dying. But she's here as well. Okay, wait up. Turnabout sisters. The end. We did it.